Well, you know, Cape cops tell me that they're operating on what's called enhanced security detail.
Lindsay, about 12 hours ago, about 6 o'clock this morning, fire broke out of this house behind me on 41st Street Northeast. Detectives knew the calls were made from right here in Lehigh Acres by tracing them to a cell phone tower right here on Ansel Avenue. That led them right to their suspect. It was just about 45 minutes after tournament host Greg Norman handed that trophy over to Ian Poulter and Dustin Johnson. And workers say this all went down just after noon. A nearby window washer came in offering his services for cash. Instead, he walked out with more than just a few bucks, an entire bucket full of it. Hundreds and nearby businesses saw it all go down.
Good evening, Kelly. It's been quite a crazy day for all these residents in Southern Pines. Now I want to step out and show you what you were looking at here. This is actually a roof. It is mangled, strewn about in a palm tree.
Investigators say Beltran would scam potential tenants first by breaking into a house. Once inside, she would dress the place up, make it look like her own, and then go through and repair all of the damage before putting it up for rent.
If any of these businesses along the beach are going to file a claim, they're going to have impeccable paperwork. This is the checklist they handed out tonight. You can see it's pretty extensive, and businesses are already having a tough time getting a hold of all this paperwork.
It's time to break out the back-to-school lists.
Uniform pants, notebooks, and pens and things like that.
From Friday through Sunday, sales tax is lifted on all back-to-school items. Pens, pencils, notebooks, and calculators, as long as it's priced under $10. Hot-ticket items Target stores say they'll have trouble keeping in stock.
Composition notebooks are always a big seller this time of year, and kids' nap mats for kindergarten kids.
But it doesn't stop there. Clothes go tax-free if they're under $50. In the past few weeks, Target has seen a spike in clothing sales. Everything from shoes to shorts to shirts are flying off the shelves even before the sales tax holiday begins. Parents like Allison Cronin say it's because she wants to beat the rush.
We're just trying to check out the prices and possibly maybe get some ahead of time. We have a hard time finding her size.
The state expects spenders to save a total of $26 million at the cash register this weekend, especially since the sales aren't just for students.
Teachers coming in to get those first day outfits for back to school as well. So you'll definitely see an increase, I think, across the board. While parents are coming in to shop for the kids, you'll see them picking up stuff for themselves as well.
Possibly, but I'd have to see if the price was right.
When you try your turn at something for the first time, you're bound to experience something new. Take J.W. Honeycutt doing his best Jimi Hendrix in the doorway of this downtown antique shop.
Hopefully brings customers down.
He hopes Music Walk means money.
At least it hopefully brings customers down to the Main Street Antique Mall where I have things for sale.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a business in downtown Fort Myers not participating in the inaugural Music Walk, a theme stolen from the popular Art Walk, which has breathed life into Friday nights for Spirits of Bacchus Bar.
Fridays have been great for us, but we do need Saturdays to kind of pick up.
That sentiment is echoed not only by business owners, but by patrons waiting for something like this to gain any traction.
It's a real nice area. You don't even see half this stuff when you come down here in the normal evenings because nothing's open unless it's an event like this happening.
Business owners are given the chance to book their own talent.
Well, they treat each other bad. They make each other sad.
The people they're looking to draw in?
Thank you. Have a great night.
Well, that's an easy answer.
The ones that spend money.
In downtown Fort Myers, Paul Gessler, NBC2.
Wes Spicer has a message for BP.
Thank you very much.
And it's written all over his shirt.
BP blows. It's the first thing that popped into my head.
Spicer is from Florida's East Coast. About a month ago, he started to make these t-shirts. Now, about 7,000 shirts later, he's bringing his campaign across the state.
When all the dust settles, people will still be wearing these shirts. And we want to keep the pressure on them until every last drop of oil in the Gulf has been cleaned up.
Spicer isn't the only one showing his frustration towards BP on a t-shirt. His clothing store on Fort Myers Beach makes their own, and they say customers agree with the message. What's the normal reaction that you get?
These are great.
Krusty Pete's owners started printing these soon after the oil spilled into the Gulf.
The minute the disaster erupted, we were extremely angered, and we said we've got to express ourselves.
Owner Marcy Anderson says she's lost business because of the perception of oil. The irony is these shirts bring customers in.
Whether or not it ends up here, the tourism has taken a nosedive.
Spicer, who now has shirts here in Southwest Florida, says it isn't just BP at fault.
Some extra people below right now too, but the focus is on BP.
They're hoping their message gets out and some of their proceeds can help the cleanup effort. On Fort Myers Beach, Christina Mora, NBC2.